and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
36. Tackles.
Put up. 5.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. 23 yards, the final tally. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rudolph. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Use you. Comes to me, it's me. 55. Grab it.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the curve.
Jackson. A dump off now to Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Check hot route. Hot. Check 52.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. an even 90 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and man.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Mike 55, Mike 55. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, check Mike, check Mike.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, go. Mike. Get the ball.
To throw is Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Smith. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Mike 54. Go. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Nelson Aguilar, 45 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They run the counter. Foreman, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
He was brought down by Earl Thomas.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Hey, check.
What? Go. Watch 36. 36 to my 64. Wait. Let's get it together.
From the gun, here's Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? 70 ending. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Wide receiver. Incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch 36 to get it.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 19.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, wahoo!
Again, it's Rudolph. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check, 55, Mike.
Watch the slants. Watch the slant.
Mike, 55.
Jackson now. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, baby.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike, 55.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Hill, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs?
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Check. 55.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the out. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here I come. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". I got one. Oh, I got one.
And now Jackson will look to throw it toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, it's Hill. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. They're running it. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Oh, get him. Zip it.
From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
At the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1.
Don't get nervous.
They'll run it with Hill. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. You got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Too little, cupcake. Share. Check safety. Hayward. Check. Go. Put up.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They go play action now. Jackson. His throw incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Hill. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 16.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Check three, check three.
He may try and run for this. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
55. Hey, eat. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Anyway. Mike. Check, 55.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Steelers' 16-yard line.
Set, hut, 55. Hey, come on. It's
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, turn it out.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return, here's Agnew. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
27-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. He's checking. Crack. Wait. Fast. Hey, 55, Mike 55.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a low. We taking wins home.
Hey, watch that.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
I got him.
Throws right side, and that's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th, and that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, an even 90 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Again, they run with Hill. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
On second down, Hill. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go, D.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. And no, it's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
I'm letting you know right now. Hey, exit. 25, check 25. Go.
Rudolph on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
He's scared.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Let's go.
Back to throw.
Get in the way, Will. Get in the way.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 47 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 8, read.
36.
Coming.
Let's go.
Hey, foxtrot.
Now Rudolph.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They're still playing soccer.
Safarian Jenkins has it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. This is Connor. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
60 yards.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On the double.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
I got him. Mike 48. Mike 48.
Go.
Not today, you are.
Smooth.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Got it.
48 for Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. Let's go.
I'm here all day.
Hey, Zoo.
Check 48's the Mike.
Now.
Check 48's the Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Get it ready.
First throw in overtime for Rudolph. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ready, go. Now.
From the red zone now, Rudolph. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Ebron caught left side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown. Finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
55. Check 55. Mike.
We own them. We own them.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55 on.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Now he's forced out left. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And, partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Let's go now. 18 data. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 check. 55's Mike, guys. 55. Rip left. Check. 55's to Mike. Check. 55's to Mike. Go. You.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by Josh Jones. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
It's game, baby.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Oh, you got deep? Hey, watch that. Check Mike. Mike 54.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Hey, switch it.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game. where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Pittsburgh, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence.